New on Disney Plus UK January 2023, new movies TV from Welcome to Chippendales to Extraordinary. As Disney Plus UK welcomes in the new year, Star Wars fans can enjoy a fresh set of episodes of animated series The Bad Batch. While Hugh Jackman takes center stage in an animated sitcom aimed at a distinctly older audience. Elsewhere, Kumail Nanjiani plays the man behind an empire of male strippers in Welcome to Chippendales, which starts as a story about business before segueing into criminality and murder. There's also the British series Extraordinary, in which a young woman is the only person in the world without a superpower. Read more, new on Netflix in January 2023. And on the movie front, there are 3 exciting documentaries from National Geographic on offer, including Matthew Heineman's Oscar-hopeful Afghanistan tale Retrograde. Here's everything we know is heading to Disney Plus UK in January. Succession director Mark Millar delivers a sharp-toothed satire set in the world of haute cuisine with The Menu. Ralph Fiennes plays a world-renowned chef who invites a selection of guests to his island restaurant in order to taste a unique menu, which proves to have something very dark underpinning it. Nicholas Hoult and Anya Taylor-Joy are among the guests thrown into Fiennes' character's unique culinary nightmare. Fronted by Paul McCartney's daughter Mary McCartney, this documentary delves into the storied history of the iconic Abbey Road studios in London. Read more, how the end finale set up Season 2 of the Star Wars series. The film traces 9 decades of history in just about every kind of music as it reaches deep within the bowels of the longest-running studio on Earth. Award-winning directorial duo Cynthia Wade and Sharon Lees helm this short, which looks at the modern resonance and impact of the American flag. It follows a selection of people responsible for making flags of various sizes, some of whom are American, while others are immigrants or refugees. They discuss their own perceptions of the flag and what it might mean in the future. Matthew Heineman is one of America's most celebrated documentary filmmakers, having scooped acclaim and awards for docs including Cartel Land and City of Ghosts. He also made the move into narrative features in 2018 with A Private War, which starred Rosamund Pike as war reporter Marie Colvin. Retrograde, which is one of the frontrunners for the Best Documentary Feature Oscar, delves into the final 9 months of the war in Afghanistan and America's withdrawal from the country. Heineman tells the story from multiple perspectives, including US troops, Afghan soldiers and the civilians just trying to keep themselves and their families safe. The continued deforestation of the Amazon in Brazil is one of the biggest environmental destructions happening today. This documentary from Nat Geo spotlights the struggles of the indigenous UWAU people in Brazil as they attempt to protect their land, including by establishing their own news operation in order to provide further attention for their cause. Set in the aftermath of the Clone Wars, this animated series from Dave Filoni follows an elite group of clone troopers with genetic mutations. They first showed up in Filoni's beloved Clone Wars animated series, but this show follows what they did next, taking on secretive missions in the wake of the conflict. D. Bradley Baker returns to provide the voices of the troopers, following a group of troublesome young indigenous teenagers on a reservation in North America. This series from creators Sterling Harjo and Taika Waititi returns to the characters for a new season. They're still dealing with grief after the death of their friend and they're now scattered across the country, dealing with adult problems and responsibilities. Australian animator Michael Cusack has created this superhero sitcom for adults, in which he also plays the title role as a family patriarch who is also kind of secretly a koala-based superhero whose only power is a steadfast devotion to the rules. Hugh Jackman is also in the cast as Big Greg, leader of the town council. The show's executive producer is Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland, who is also behind Koala Man's Hulu bedfellow Solar Opposites. Surfing appeared at the recent Tokyo Olympics, marking its debut at the world's biggest sporting showcase. This docuseries explores surfing culture in Japan, 18,000 miles of coastline is very enticing for surfers. Of course, and its impact on the sport globally, with contributions from some of the most notable professional surfers on the planet. Indian entrepreneur Simon Steve Banerjee rose to fame in the late 1970s when he added a troupe of male strippers to his LA nightclub, the Chippendales. Kumail Nanjiani plays Banerjee in this series, which explores that rise and then Banerjee's subsequent involvement in a series of murders, becoming a true crime tale. It's quite a dramatic fall from grace. This adult animated series comes with an impressively starry voiced cast, led by Aubrey Plaza and also including Danny DeVito and Michael Shannon. Plaza voices a woman who was impregnated by Satan 13 years ago and is now raising her daughter, the Antichrist. They're trying to lead a normal and undramatic life in Delaware, but face various problems. Not least the fact that Satan, DeVito, wants custody of his daughter's soul. This British comedy series is set in a world in which every citizen receives a superpower when they turn 18 years old. Jen, my Myriad Tires, however, is 25 and hasn't a glimmer of a special ability yet. The movie finds her struggling with this problem with the help of her flatmates and beginning a journey with a clinic which might be able to help uncover her hidden power. Modern Family, S10. Snowfall, S5. Peppa Pig, S1-2. Watch, Quentin Tarantino reveals he's a Peppa Pig fan.